Hello, YouTube. Okay, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking every single hit song of 2021, particularly the songs that hit number one. There were quite a few, not too many, but we're going to give each single a listen. And yeah, I'm going to rank them in a tier list. So this will range from hell yeah, I think it totally deserves to be the number one song of that particular time to like why is this number one? But let's just get into it. Let's start with the first song. I'm gonna go in the order of when they hit number one. So January 2021 all the way over to December. Okay, starting with
Why you always in the mood? Fuck around.
Mood. I think I'm gonna put it in like, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty inoffensive, but I'm leaning towards... Chad, did this song hit the TikTok wave? I think it did, right? I feel like this must have been big on TikTok before I was really using TikTok too much. You know, if I ever heard this in a Skechers commercial, I'd be like, whatever. But as a song that's playing on the radio, I feel like it's bad. It's bad. There's got to be a nasty Kidz Bop cover of this. It's got to go fucking hard.
Always in the mood. Mess around, acting brand new.
All right. That's that. That's January. I think this is also January. Okay. Driver's License. Olivia Rodrigo. In this situation, I think that overall for a hit song and also it being a ballad is really, really impressive. I will say that Driver's License is good. You know, I think it's definitely a good hit. I don't know if I would put it in necessarily in like the hell yes category. Like yes, I'm like, I totally get why this is number one, and it should be number one and nowhere else but number one. But I think it's a really good ballad, and you know, it's got a nice bridge to it, and overall, you know, the songwriting is very juvenile, but because it was a fucking teenager who wrote it, so of course it's gonna be juvenile. I mean, generally pretty rudimentary songwriting, but that's fine. It's a fine song. It's a fine song. I feel like there's not much to hate about this one. It's relatively inoffensive, and I think it's a pretty decent track. So, and let's move on. I think we're in February now with this one. You know, this hit number one. I had no idea this hit number one, but it fucking bangs. I remember this was the only song I liked off of this EP. I think it's what the Scary Hours 2 EP. I feel like it bangs. The only issue I ever had with this song is that it didn't have like much of a chorus, which is why I'm so surprised that it hit number one. You know, I wish it had more of a chorus, and the beat definitely goes a little bit crazy. But I'm gonna put it in meh, because while I like it, I feel like, you know, it's a good Drake song, but it's not really anything that's going to keep me going back to it that often. But, you know, it goes. All right. Next song. Dude, this song bangs. I think that the drums just hit so fucking hard in this song. And she rides the beat like crazy, dude. Yeah, I think that this is a pretty good one. I'm going to put it in the good tier. I don't think it's quite in the hell yes category, but it goes crazy. I think that it's a solid song from Cardi B. I don't know. I'm into it. I like this song. I thought it was generally a pretty inoffensive song when it came out, but it ended up being pretty divisive. Like, a lot of people really, really hated it. But I think people just hate Cardi B. So Up was March, actually. What's next in Up or March? So now we're in April with this one. I think the song goes, personally. I think it goes. I like it. I like Peaches by Justin Bieber, and I'm not ashamed to say it, okay? I will not be gaslit into thinking that this isn't a pretty decent song, okay? I don't think it's anything crazy special, but for a Justin Bieber song, for a recent Justin Bieber song, I think it's pretty good. And, you know, Giveon and Daniel Caesar totally bring it. It's a nice little chill, laid-back R&B song. Sure, it's got some, like, silly lyricism here and there, but whatever. Who cares? I don't think it's a song that really is trying that hard. I'm going to put Peaches in good tier. And yeah, I mean, I get it. Some of you guys hate it because it's Justin Bieber, but I think it's a pretty decent song, okay? There's good features. It's a nice laid back song, and got some silly lyricism, but it's fine. It's fine. And I think it being fine is the best we're gonna get from Justin Bieber for a while now. Okay, so I'll take it. I'll take it. We are still in April. Here we go.
Call me when you want, call me when you
I think Montero is one of the best pop songs of the year. I think it deserved to hit #1. I was happy it hit #1. And Lil Nas X returning from, you know, his last album or his EP initially that he released back in like 2019 or whatever. This is a fucking amazing first single leading up to the album. And yeah, I mean, it goes so hard. I think the song's catchy as hell. I love the direction that they took with the production, and the music video is fantastic too. So this is going to be my first hell yes. I'm thinking hell yes to this song. I will take a big hell yes. This is an S tier pop song of the year for sure, and it totally deserves. I think it deserves to be up there, and it's fantastic. Definitely one of Lil Nas X's best songs, and this was not his only #1 hit of the year. Okay, so we'll be doing more Lil Nas X. Moving on to Leave the Door Open. Silk Sonic. Fucking love that song. I think it's amazing. Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Okay, this is a super easy one for me. It's going straight to hell yes, dude. Of course it's going straight to hell yes. I think Smoking Out the Window is probably the best song off of this album, but this one is fantastic too. It's super close. And yeah, it still gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling. And somebody in chat said that it made them feel nostalgic. And I feel like it's the beauty of a song like this that sounds so vintage that it kind of does have that instant nostalgic feeling, or even though it's only been like around a year since it came out, less than that. So yeah, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Love that song. All right, Save Your Tears, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd. Yeah, I love this song. I think the original's great, and there's a lot of debate of whether this version's better or the version without Ariana is better. And I really, really do like both. I like both a lot. And I would listen to Ariana Grande sing anything. Well, or at least I thought that until Masked Christmas came out. But yeah, anyway, I do think that the song is really good. And while I think a lot of critics preferred the original version, I like both of them pretty equally. And, you know, there's nothing wrong ever really with Ariana Grande vocals. She's never going to make a song worse, I'd say. So yeah, I do really, really like this song. The question is for me is that I think I like it quite a bit more than these other songs. So I think we're gonna put it in the hell yes. Yeah, I think the Ariana Grande vocals are great, and I love the lower register she takes with it, and I think they work really well together. I think that Ariana Grande and The Weeknd do have a history of, you know, putting out good songs together. So moving on to Good For You, Olivia Rodrigo. You know what my favorite part about this song is? My favorite part about this song is definitely how she like fully committed. Like she actually committed to the delivery and the energy, because I feel like a lot of up and coming artists, or like artists that are just starting, that try to do a song like this, they can play a little bit safe, but you can hear like the character and the expression in her voice, and it's fantastic. I think this is such a good song. Good For You. Let's do it. I think that I'm going to have to put this in the hell yes tier. Okay. I think that this is Olivia's best song to date. I really do. And yeah, I mean, there's not much for me to say about it more than I already said. I think that her delivery is just so great, and I love how she commits to this song, and she really does the style justice, even though, you know, she could have gone a little bit further with it maybe, but you know, I think overall the song goes fucking crazy hard. Good For You was May. We are in June now, guys. We are in the summer with
Smooth like butter.
All right, guys. Here is what I am going to say. I think it would be genuinely unfair for me to shit on Maroon 5's music in 2021 and just as of recent in general, and not shit on this song. Because I think that BTS does have good music, and I'm not a denier of that. But recently with songs like this, it's just, oh my God, it sounds more processed than it ever has before. It really is kind of like Trolls movie soundtrack core. That's what this sounds like to me. And for some reason, the production, with how much money I know is put into it, I can't help but feel like it sounds a little Disney Channel original movie budget. which is not very big. You know, I've defended BTS in the past, but with this song in particular, I personally can't. So I'm gonna have to say it's the first one in trash tier. It's the first one in trash tier for me. I'm sorry. I like the BTS guys, and they have some really good stuff, but this is not one of those. This is not one of those. Okay, I'm sorry.
I do the same thing. I told you that I never.
I think this song is pretty bad. I'm gonna put it in the bad tier. Listen, I mean, is it kind of catchy? Sure, but I mean, even the vocal performances here. I mean, from Justin, who I know can sing, like some of these vocal run choices are terrible. It's a poorly executed song. We got Drake. Drake put out an album with this song. It's going straight to the trash tier. This is an absolute garbo song. I feel like the beat has some potential. I do like the synths in the beat, but like Jesus Christ. And also, what the fuck is Young Thug doing on this song? Like, what is he doing on this song? What is this? And the chorus just like doesn't even do anything. Like if it had a great hook to it that wasn't just interpolating, that song, then I'd be like, sure, okay, maybe. Like that had a really good hook to it. Even though Drake is just kind of like going, okay, all right, okay. And it seems to like try to attempt to come across self-aware, but it doesn't at all. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, one of the best hit songs. Maybe the best #1 song in the year.
Baby, back.
All right, now that's done. Let's move on to Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. This big attempt at a sing-along chorus is just it's grating on the ears the way that they decided to go about it with the EDM production, man. Again, I feel like BTS is the best part about this song by a pretty big margin. I feel like every single time BTS takes the spotlight, takes the mic, regardless of the member, I'm like, it's a little bit of a relief from Chris Martin here. And, I like Coldplay. And I feel like their last album before this one wasn't that bad. But Jesus Christ, this one, I think this is a pretty awful song, honestly. I think it's pretty awful. I'm not going to put it in the trash tier because I feel like BTS saves it every once in a while. But this one gives me a genuine headache. Okay, here we go. Adele. Well, this is the Adele single that she came back with, and I think it's solid. I think it's a really, really good one. I think there are better songs off of this album, but overall, I feel like if this is going to be a smash hit, I feel like it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one to hit #1. So, easy on me, Adele. I feel like, honestly, if I were being totally honest, I don't think that this is really one that I want to put in Hell Yes, because there's other songs on this album I like more. I do think it was really pretty. I think it's a great ballad. So I think I'm going to put it just in the good tier. Adele has better big singles than this one. And overall it's solid, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. Let's keep going. This is one I actually missed by accident. So this was earlier in the year, but here it is. Rap Star, Polo G, of course. How could I forget? Rap Star by Polo G, and it is a Polo G song. I don't know why this is the one that, went crazy. I'm not the biggest Polo G fan in the world in general. It's just kind of a lazy, repetitive sort of melody. And, it's a fine beat with a sample that, gets repeated throughout the whole thing. But it's definitely a song. I mean, I feel like that song is song. I feel like it's kind of the definition of meh for me. It's not anything that's too offensive, and all of Polo G's songs kind of sound like this, and for me they're all kind of in that meh category. So, but this was the last new hit of the year, and it is All Too Well, 10-minute version. Oh god, I prefer this is the first time I listened to it in a while. I prefer the original version so much more. It's like it's getting more and more every single time I listen to it. I prefer it so much more. So much more. That's such a better song. But regardless of how much I think the original All Too Well is way, way, way better than the 10-minute version, personally. I don't think it's by any means bad or meh or good. It's still a hell yes for me. So I'm putting it in that hell yes category. It's still All Too Well. It's still a really, really good song. It's still, it's still got the bare bone. I mean, it's still got the bone structure of Taylor's best song that she's ever written, All Too Well. So it's still really good. And I think it does belong in the hell yes category, even though I am a little bit salty that this is the version that hit #1 and not the original, because I think that is so much better of a song. But regardless of that, that's everything. Okay? We did it. We did it. These are the hit songs of 2021. I'm still doing 2021 content in 2022. But yeah, these were the #1 hits of the year, and some of them were awful, but more of them were good than most of them were better than I remember them being, honestly, of this year. So cool. That's it. That's done. And that's the video.